Before we start filming, let's pop outside, touch grass, get some air. I've been trying to do this video for the longest, but let's go to the desk actually. All right, hello, we're finally doing this. Again, hello, how we doing? Hope you folks are doing great. I feel like I've been meaning to start posting on YouTube for the longest time possible, but I keep finding myself in this loop, and I was like, you know what, this is something that we could talk about. The loop of wanting everything to be perfect. Also, if you hear my fan, it's right there. It's too hot. The loop of wanting everything to be perfect. The loop of planning something, and if one little detail is missing, you don't feel like you're proud of it, so you just put it to the side. And I did that with so many things. I have so many photo shoots that I'd never posted that are just sitting on my hard drive. One part of me is like, I love them. The other part of me is like, nah, there's something missing. So I don't know. I feel like I could get better with that. So, which brings us back to the idea of YouTube. I filmed so many YouTube videos, so many clips whenever I'm going on any sort of adventure, but I just don't end up posting it. And because I'm like, oh, my life is not as interesting, I'm not going on as grand of an adventure as I want to do. Ideally I would be like, oh, going to like Alberta, going to the mountains, going to some cliffs, some places that are looking cinematic, and then making YouTube videos around it, or around the journey of capturing the shot, around the journey of going with my friends or meeting up with my friends, and then I get to introduce them to the channel, all those little things. It's a vicious cycle. So I wanted to touch on that concept of like perfectionism, because I know, and I don't want to be like, oh, I'm a perfectionist or whatnot, but I think I like things done a specific way, and when they're not done that specific way, I tend to not deem it worthy of either one, going in the portfolio, or two, either worthy of being posted outside somewhere, So it's quite interesting in that aspect. And I think this year has been one of those years where I went through so many changes. I went through so many, I want to say, ups and downs, mostly a lot of downs. So yeah, when it comes to YouTube, it was almost like that as well, where I would be filming in the moment, everything feels right, we're doing all these things, I'm filming all these vlogs, but I just end up not releasing any of them, purely just because I didn't feel satisfied with how they looked and whatnot. And it could be, it could not even be perfectionism, it could just be just a standard. But I feel like at the level where I'm like, I want to start doing much more YouTube, I should be comfortable with just releasing volume. Of course, if that volume equals quantity in terms of like what is in those videos, and I'm satisfied with that, I don't have to necessarily have the craziest visuals of the craziest places accompanying the message that we're talking about that day. So yeah, at the start, this YouTube thing was gonna be much more like creative, As in, I would take you guys behind the scenes at the studio, at some of the projects I've been working on and whatnot. I've been telling a lot of my friends to jump on YouTube, because I was like, where we live, Maritimes, East Coast Canada, if I didn't mention that, there's not that many YouTubers. And I feel like YouTube is not only a niche place, it's such a free real estate for Canadians. There's a lot of Canadians who do YouTube, but if you compare it to the amount of people who are in Canada, there's a very little amount of people that do YouTube consistently. And I was like, it's an untapped market, especially in the East Coast. And I was like, you know what? We might as well just join the gang and just do it. Why not? It's gonna be fun. So I hope some of you pick up YouTube, because I'd love to do collabs with everyone. It would be actually super nice. It would be perfect. It would be the way I think about it. The way I think about it is me and a few other people who do YouTube. We go to we choose a place, like a road trip, or not even necessarily a road trip. It could be within our own province. Go somewhere that we always wanted to explore. Plan activities like, let's go visit a ranch, and then we catch each other's reactions, and they get to use it in their vlogs. I get to use the clips of me in my vlogs. Yeah, we get to like exchange clips, and that would be kind of like the perfect ideal word. So I feel like I said so many times, but yeah, I'd say that's kind of like the gist of it. So I'm gonna, like, I have so many clips that I get for my week. Like whenever one of my friends was in town, we went to the studio. We're chilling at the studio. He came up to me with the idea, because he was coming to the trip. He said he was coming to visit me specifically, just me, but I know for a fact it's because his wife, Debs, was not at home and he was lonely. He's gonna kill me when he sees this, but he came over. It was refreshing to see him. He had an idea, and I thought it was quite a fun idea. So we went to the studio, did the shoot. I don't know if I can release the images yet. I'll wait for that. But I'll show you the concept. So we filmed a few things in the studio.
Yeah, I'm overzealous when I'm thinking about the cash flow. I never had no handouts, just came natural. I've been tested so much, all these restless nights, all these different situations that I've been through. I seen pain trying to creep in through the window, but now I'm sliding through the hood in a benzo. You gotta separate yourself just to elevate. I keep some drink in my cup to see through the hate. Sometimes on the road to glory, you gotta press the brakes. I got a lesson plan for all my past mistakes. I swear I'm proud of all my best and my worst days. Proud of all my feet when I touch the ground.
So when he came, we had a good time. It was quite needed, because a lot of my very, very, very close friends are not on the island. They're kind of like away in different cities, which is good. I love to see them win and progress. Yeah, we're gonna create some beautiful stuff here. I'm just gonna give you a warning. It's not gonna be technical. It's not gonna be a lot of camera stuff. Hopefully it's gonna be at some point, maybe if we get somebody who want to sponsor something, Canon, wink wink, or any other brand that wants to sponsor anything. Of course we'll do like a sponsored video. That's no big deal. If there is camera stuff that you want to watch or want to hear me talk about, please ask me. I love to geek out about that. But if there's other topics that you guys want me to talk about, I'd love to talk about them. I think I have a list. Let me see if I can put it up. Also, shout out Notion. Notion has been coming in clutch lately. Nii introduced me to Notion, and then my friend Ying introduced me to how to make Notion such a useful kind of like tool when it comes to personal and business. So I've been integrating it with my Instagram, and also now I'm gonna be using it for YouTube and all that. So it's gonna be fun. So some of the topics I was thinking about talking about were, of course, camera and stuff like that. I want to take you guys to a couple concerts that I'm going to be shooting. I'm going to take you guys to a couple of discussions I have with some friends, deep topics, topics like grief, topics like breakups, for example, because I did go through one. One my friend went through one as well. So I was like, you know what, we might as well just talk about that at some point. When my friend got married, so I wanted to talk about that as well. It's gonna be like a little page for, I want to say young people, although we're pushing 30 now. Not really pushing 30, but I like to call myself an unk at this point. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So if you stuck around for this whole yap session, I love you and I thank you for that. I appreciate you very, 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 very much. Yeah, I hope you stayed blessed. I'll leave you guys with something. Yeah, Matthew 18, verse 8, and this was about dealing with sin and temptation. Um, it says, "And if your hand or your foot causes you to sin, cut it off and throw it away. It is better for you to enter life crippled or lame than with two hands or 2 feet to be thrown into the eternal fire. And if your eye," this is verse 9, "and if your eye causes you to sin, tear it out and throw it away. It is better for you to enter life with one eye than two eyes and be thrown into the hell of fire." I feel like is one of those verses that people tend to take out of context, misconstrued it as well. Because here, Christ is not calling you to mutilate yourself by gouging out your eye. It's more like a metaphoric way. When you recognize a pattern in your life that's causing you to sin, you have to deal aggressively with it. It's a matter of the heart. And I remember writing a word here that say that when you read the Bible, the eyes, where did I write it? The eye is a metaphor for the issues of the heart in this verse. When you recognize a pattern in your life where this little things are causing you to sin or to be tempted to sin, you have to aggressively deal with them. Cut it out. If it is Instagram that's causing you to lust over somebody, cut it out. If it is alcohol that's causing you to be vulgar or to be I want to call it more like become more lustful or become vengeful or angry or whatnot, cut it out. If it's a person who causes you to act out in a way, recognize that and cut that out, because it's not worth it for you to indulge into that, and that causes you later to sin. So of course it's not a one-time thing that you're gonna do and then off the bat you're good. I feel like if it was like that, then it would be so simple. But it's also a daily. It will be like it's a daily devotion. It's a daily act. It's a daily thing that you're gonna have to do, especially when you're dealing with somebody like the devil, where everything could go well for a month, and when you're least expected, he tempts you. And the devil knows how to tempt us on a personal level, because what you're tempted with might not tempt me. What I'm tempted with might not tempt you at all. But he knows you so well that he's going to try and do that to you. So you have to have your word. You have to have the affirmation in your head that what God tells you is deal aggressively with it. So something I wrote was recognize it, see it, then cut it off. So if it's something that is so dear to you, most of the time it's going to be something that's so close to us that cutting it out seems impossible. You have to deal aggressively with it. So it's quote unquote, I wrote in parentheses, it's behavior mutilation. You have to aggressively deal with it. It's an issue of the heart, not necessarily of the body. So there it is. Thank you for hanging out in this little corner of the internet. I do love every one of y'all. I hope everything goes well, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Hopefully later, hopefully sooner than later. I want to one of my friends just sent me a camera, so I want to vlog everything all together. So yeah, hopefully sooner than later. Peace. Love y'all.